So in the first part of this presentation on flow, I talked about the 4 different states of mind that one can be in. And I talked about the 2 ingredients that you need to keep in balance to keep yourself in a state of flow. Where it really gets interesting is when you can take this concept of flow and bring it out to the people around you. So what happens if you could teach your family how to function together in a state of flow? Or if you were an entrepreneur, what happens if you could bring flow to your entire team? If you ran a non-profit, what would happen if you brought flow to that non-profit? Or if you were a teacher and brought flow to your classroom? Interesting things happen. What I'm going to talk about in this portion of the presentation is how I, as an entrepreneur, bring the concept of flow into our company. And I'm going to share with you 10 really cool things we do as a business to help flow permeate into our company. The results have been amazing. We've managed to double revenues every year for the last 3 years. We have some of the happiest employees around, and the thing is, everyone loves coming to work. But it all really starts with taking the concept of flow and creating specific processes and exercises to bring them into your family, your organization, your team, and your business. Check it out. So here's what I'm going to talk about next. 10 tactics to take home today to put yourself and your company and your team in that state of flow. Stephen Covey said this 2 days ago. Our models of compensation, hiring, firing, and recruitment come from outdated industrial age models of how society works. Couldn't agree more. So I'm going to give you 10 things that I do in my company that we've been doing for the last one year to 18 months that have made an amazing effect on our bottom line and on our levels of happiness, and allowing us, me and my employees, to be in that state of flow. So the first thing is really simple. It's called daily gratitude. So what we did was we built a website called Gratitude Log, and we got all our employees, all our partners, all our customers to get on this website, join in the community, and express daily gratitude. Now I know this sounds cheesy, bear with me for a second. Lynn Twist said this a few days ago, what you appreciate appreciates. What we found is that when you start your day expressing gratitude for what you did in the last 24 hours, you tend to magnify your happiness, and you tend to grow that elements of your life that you're thankful for. So if you were to look at Gratitude Log, you'll see something like this. You'll see that we've got our entire community, employees, bring on their family, bring on their daughters, their sons. We have our partners, we have our customers, and every morning I log into Gratitude Log and I get to see what people in my team are happy about. I can see that my business partner, Gay Hendricks, is joyful about his cat. I can see Max Simon, who's a guy I'm mentoring, is happy that he got to spend some time helping a couple of entrepreneurs. I can see Evan, who's one of my employees, happy about free time to think. I can see Serena, one of my customers, giving a gift of appreciation to Sean Stevenson, who's one of my clients. So it's a beautiful system. And the funny thing is, scientists are now saying that when you express gratitude, your happiness goes up dramatically. They did a little study in a university in California. I can't remember the name of the university, but they found that just expressing gratitude for a few minutes daily, after 30 days, your overall happiness goes up by 25%. Imagine we have millions of Americans hooked on Prozac and other BS pharmaceuticals that supposedly make you happy. Yet, all you got to do is practice this daily practice of gratitude, and the effects beat the drugs. Now, of course, the drugs are going to be around for a while because the pharmaceutical lobby in Washington, massive. The gratitude lobby, not so big. But you get what I'm talking about. Okay, now next, we started doing something called the Awesomeness Report. Rather than have regular company meetings, every Tuesday, I get in front of my entire team, and a day before, I send them an email that says, hey team, you know the drill, send me your awesomeness updates for the week. And I ask them for cool stories of things they did outside work, stories of records that they broke in work, new product launches, new sales, new innovations. We compile all of these, and we do this like powerful, motivating PowerPoint, celebrating all our successes of the previous week. We started this a year ago. In the last year, our revenues have grown 400%, and I believe there's a connection. See, what we're doing in the Awesomeness Report is really taking the process of gratitude and formalizing it. Rather than having company meetings where you bitch and moan about what went wrong, you have company meetings where you celebrate what went right every single week, and you recognize your employees who did something cool in that week. And we start bringing in all these funny little rituals into these meetings to create this sense of joy. So for example, we have a massive bell behind me, and every time we hit a new sales record, or a website goes up in record time, or our blogger gets 10 articles up in a new record time, we ring the bell of awesomeness. And that bell has a title. It's called the Bell of Awesomeness, that is only to be rung in moments of sheer and total awesomeness. And you cannot just call it the bell. Everyone in our office treats it like it's the Dalai Lama scarf. It has to be called the Bell of Awesomeness that can only be rung in moments of sheer and total awesomeness. And then we have a little statue of Wonder Woman. Our mascot is Wonder Woman because our company, like Richard Branson suggested yesterday, 50% of the managers in our company are women. So our mascot is Wonder Woman. So every time we have a new employee, they have to put their hands on Wonder Woman's ass and take an oath of awesomeness. And it's a company ritual. Have you guys seen the movie Kung Fu Panda? So we took a phrase from that movie and it became our company motto: I blind people with the light of my awesomeness. And you'll notice the Starbucks cup, you'll notice Wonder Woman, the dog over there, that's my dog, Ozzy. He's a director of PR. You would not believe how much free PR you get from having a dog as your director of PR. We got in Wired magazine and TechCrunch. They wouldn't write about our technology, they'd just write about this funny company in Malaysia that had a dog as its PR director. Actual PR people hated me for that. And then our company meeting started getting so joyous, so powerful, that guests would come in to attend and to speak. Sean Stevenson, when he was in Malaysia, he attended our company meeting. You'll see Sean, he's the short guy. He's one of my best friends, I can make jokes like that. John Ashraf came to Malaysia to address the Prime Minister, and he takes a break away from addressing all these major politicians to come to our office and watch the Awesomeness Report. John Ashraf, for those of you who don't know, is one of the teachers from The Secret. So it's become this big thing, and now other companies are emulating it. And really, it's just taking the concept of a company meeting and turning it into something celebratory. Tony Hsieh said this yesterday: the best companies' cultures combine profits with pleasure and purpose, and that's really what we're trying to do. Okay, number 3, this gets risky, but we decided to share part of our profits with our employees. So every month, 10% of our profits get distributed to our employees. And again, the results were amazing. We used to do what typical Silicon Valley companies do, where you have stock options, but with the way the stock markets are going right now, stock options don't work anymore. I think it's a model of hiring that belongs in the past. So all we do is every month, 10% of profits go straight to employees. And as a result, people's salary checks literally double. Now, here's why I do this, and I'm bringing up this quote from Greg: nothing happens till you have a dream and you start thinking big. By tying in our founders and our management goals for revenue with our employee goals, because they know that part of that revenue is going to go to them, we have complete alignment in our office. So if there's a massive crunch day and we got to get a product out, people don't mind working those extra hours because they know the profits aren't just going to the founders. So it's really about having those big goals, but using this to align those goals. Okay, next. This is an interesting one, and for this, this is one of the reasons why we actually won the award, World's Most Democratic Workplace. We call it the Sweet Sugar Love Machine. Basically, I have 50 employees, and Branson said this yesterday: as a leader, you have to praise, lavish praise. Like flowers flourish on water, people flourish on praise. But with 50 employees, I can't possibly always know what the people, say, in customer support are doing on a daily basis. So we created a software to allow people to appreciate and praise their coworkers. So basically, my employees every single day get on this system and they send little gifts, symbolic gifts, to their peers. So you'll see Juan gave Jessica a medal and said, "Welcome to Mind Valley." She's a new hire. Gabrielle gave Mani a durian. It's a Southeast Asian fruit. And she says, "Thanks for the awesome content you gave our blog."